A single 100 megabit per second connection can now take down some of the most widely used web servers on the planet. That is not a theoretical attack. It is live, it is unpatched, and it is just one of several stories today that all point to the same uncomfortable truth. The gap between how fast attacks evolve and how fast we respond has never been wider. Today, we are looking at a day in infosec where AI both discovers and exploits flaws, where plugin bugs and protocol weaknesses create new entry points, and where the old rules of access control are quietly breaking down. This is exactly why the pressure is on. A critical remote code execution flaw in the Everest Forms Pro WordPress plugin is being actively exploited right now. It carries a CVSS score of 9.8, meaning unauthenticated attackers can run arbitrary PHP code, create admin accounts, and install web shells. Over 29,000 blocked attempts have been logged against this single bug. The fix is out, version 1.9.13, but the fact that attackers are already weaponizing it tells you how little time defenders have. Which raises the stakes for the next story. Anthropic is expanding Project Glasswing to about 150 new organizations across more than 15 countries, targeting critical infrastructure sectors like power, water, healthcare, and communications. They are giving these firms access to Claude Mythos Preview, their AI model, to hunt for high-severity software flaws in their codebases. It is a defensive move at massive scale, but it also underscores that AI is now the primary tool on both sides of the conflict. Meanwhile, the same pressure shows up in a much quieter but equally dangerous place: Active Directory. A non-canonical ACL ordering can render deny ACEs completely ineffective. Active Directory evaluates access control entries sequentially, and if an allow entry fires before a deny, the deny is never even evaluated. This creates a silent permission bypass that could be sitting in thousands of enterprise environments right now, completely invisible. Which brings us to an entirely new attack surface: your AI assistant. SafeBreach researchers found an indirect prompt injection flaw in Google Gemini. Attackers can embed hidden commands in WhatsApp, Slack, or SMS notifications. When Gemini reads those messages to you, it silently executes malicious actions, like controlling smart home devices or spoofing trusted messages. Google has issued a content classifier update, but this is a glimpse of the next generation of social engineering. And then there is the attack that makes everything else seem almost quaint in its damage potential. OpenAI's Codex uncovered an HTTP2 denial of service exploit that they are calling the HTTP2 bomb. It abuses HPAC compression and flow control stalls to drain memory on default configurations of Nginx, Apache, Microsoft IIS, Envoy, and Cloudflare Pingora. A single 100 megabit per second host can incapacitate a vulnerable server in seconds. This is a protocol-level failure, and patches are not yet universally available. Finally, to prove that AI is now finding flaws faster than humans, an autonomous AI tool discovered CVE-2026-23479, a 2-year-old use-after-free bug in Redis's blocking client code. It lets authenticated users run arbitrary operating system commands. Redis patched it back in May of 2026 across several major versions, but the fact that an AI found a bug that had been hiding in plain sight for 2 years is the clearest signal yet that the offensive AI capability gap is real. So, where does this leave us? Every story today points to a world where the speed of attack is accelerating beyond human reflexes. AI is both the accelerant and the antidote. The Everest Forms exploit is being hammered right now. The HTTP2 bomb is a protocol ticking clock, and the ACL flaw in Active Directory is a silent permission bomb that could be in your environment. The through line is clear. The old Patch Tuesday, the old perimeter, the old access control models are no longer enough. The only way forward is to embed continuous, automated detection and response into the very fabric of your infrastructure. And that is where we are heading.